Hey YouTube. Okay, so today is what's today? Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Oh my goodness, yes, it is Tuesday. Whew. Had a brain moment just now. So today is Tuesday. Today a lot of things happened, and before I even started to upload this video, I was just like trying to think and process and figure out how I could get this whole long day that a lot of things happen into 5 minutes or less, and I'm gonna do my best. So started off my morning um, talking with a good friend, and had a great conversation, and she had told me that her and her husband had sent me an email. I made this phone call on my way to my 3 hour quote nutritional class. That's what they said it was going to be, but didn't turn out to be that. We'll talk about that in a minute. And she told me that her and her husband sent me this email, and after my class, I couldn't grab my cell phone fast enough to read this email. And it was so amazing and so powerful, and it meant so much to me that I printed it, and I would love to share it with you guys. So here's my email from one of my dear friends and her husband. My friend, wow, I just watched your videos, and that is the first word that comes to mind. I had no idea what your struggles have been like. Today, you give me a glimpse into your world. I'm sorry that things have been so difficult in this area of your life, but I am so proud of what you are doing now. I'm sure there will be highs and lows, but in the end, you will be so thankful that you chose to take this journey. Her husband and I are excited. I'm not using their names. Are excited for me, and they'll be praying for me daily. You are an amazing mother, wife, daughter, and friend. I love you and am here for you always. I just wanted to quickly share with you what my husband said to me when I told him your news. He said that the scripture that came to mind was in Revelations 20. He said that the Lord chose to bind up Satan for 1,000 years and throw him into the abyss. Jesus could have done a number of things, and he certainly was not weak or lacked faith. But he chose to use the, quote, tools of binding him to keep him from, quote, deceiving the nations. Just like you said, this is a tool that the Lord is going to use to help you in your life as you, quote, bind your food addiction. Looking forward to your next video clip. I've read this email about 10 times already today, and all 10 times I cried. So this is the first time that I'm reading the email, and I'm not emotional, but wow, when I read that. And that was such an answer to my prayer, to just be able to have something like that was just amazing. So that was just an aha moment for me, and I just want to thank you. You know who you are, who sent me that email. I love you so much, and thank you so much for your sincere support. Okay, so now I go to my nutritional class. Now, when you think of nutrition, what do you think of? Food. Okay, tell me why I sat in a class from 9 to 12 and it wasn't, I mean, we talked about food a little bit, but it was like the nurse, she's amazing, amazing nurse, Diane, wonderful. I mean, but I was just confused why it was called a nutritional class if we really, like, my expectation of going into the class today was like more of the food, like what it will look like, what I should expect to eat, um, what things, different brands or something. There were a couple of samples of different protein drinks and stuff on the counter, but she only held up one and talked about one and didn't address any of the other ones on the counter. And I just didn't think, pretty much it was, they were talking about like the bypass surgery and what that entails, and the sleeve and the lap band. And she did talk a lot about what to expect when we go to the hospital, the anesthesia, talking about the things on our legs that are going to help with blood clots, talking about how we'll wake up and have a catheter, you know. So that was helpful and good information. But when you tell me that I'm coming for a nutritional class and we don't talk about food, I was just walking away kind of like, okay. But there is lots of reading material, and they did provide all of that in written form. So, and they are extremely helpful. And she said if I had any questions or anything, that I can definitely call them. So I'll be reviewing that. I'll be going to do my food shopping and probably give her a call and just, ask a few questions along the way. So it's not that it's a big deal, but it was just a little disappointing. So that was that. Also had another amazing conversation with another very dear friend of mine today. And our conversation was just what I needed. I was just talking about some struggles that I was having with some things. And she just gave me some amazing advice tonight. And she shared how much she loved me and that she supports me, and how she had to work through it personally for herself to get to the place where she's able to have joy for me and to be excited about this journey. And that conversation really meant a lot to me, and I love her so much, and I appreciate her friendship. And the advice that she gave me tonight was just also filled with wisdom, and I'm just so blessed to have these people in my life, and I love you guys so much. And I did a lot of crying today. I don't know if you can tell, but my eyes are swollen because I had a couple of shaky moments where I got in the car and I was leaving the class and I was driving to an appointment and I wanted McDonald's. And I could not believe that I was even dealing with this. Like, I passed two McDonald's and I wanted to go through the drive-thru like a crackhead. Like, and it took everything I had not to go through the drive-thru of McDonald's. And I figured it out. It was a trigger of getting in the car and on my way, because I'm a social worker, driving in the car, and that's what I would do. I would eat my lunch, and then if I had $1 or $2, I would scrape some change in the car and, hey, let's go to the dollar menu. And I'd have my little McDonald's bag right next to me, and and eat a McChicken or whatever on my way to my next appointment. And I have to say, it wasn't as strong as Friday with the Tijuana Flats craving, but it was an opportunity for me to acknowledge that what triggered me was being in the car and driving to the next appointment and being aware of it, and working it through in my brain and praying and like saying, okay, I just got to get through this, get to my next appointment, do not go through the drive-thru of McDonald's, and when I get to my appointment, I can have what I've been calling an aha moment. So I had my aha moment and everything worked out. So again, getting excited. Thursday we leave for Disney, and it's gonna be wonderful. And I met another guy today, who's having the sleeve done on the same day as me at the same hospital. It's just him and I. He's married, he has 2 kids. So he was pretty cool. We got to talk. And I met a few other pretty amazing people today. Um, so that was really cool and encouraging. And I got a few new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. I'm excited to also follow your journey as well. And please, you know, I'm, I'm open for questions. I'd love to answer any questions you may have, any comments. And all right, so now we're at 10 minutes, and I told you I was going to try to keep it at 5, and I didn't do such a good job. So I apologize. I hope this wasn't too long, but like I said, there was a lot to share. Okay, YouTube, have a good night. Talk to you later. Bye.